Let's talk about Huawei, a company that was once neck and neck with Samsung and Apple, making some of the world's best smartphones. Then the US government put Huawei on the entity list, cutting them off from American tech, including Google Mobile Services. Suddenly, new Huawei phones lost access to the Google Play Store and core apps like YouTube, Gmail, and Maps. For users outside China, this was a deal-breaker. The hardware was still top-notch, but the familiar software ecosystem was gone. Imagine unboxing a flagship phone, only to find your favorite apps missing and no easy way to get them. In China, this wasn't a big deal. Google services aren't used there. But in Europe, Latin America, and beyond, it was a huge problem. The result? Huawei's global appeal took a massive hit. The phones became harder to recommend no matter how good the cameras or design. It was like owning a supercar with no access to fuel stations, powerful but limited. The loss of Google services fundamentally changed the Huawei experience for millions. Suddenly, workarounds and compromises became the norm for international users. The divide between China and the rest of the world grew wider. Huawei's global smartphone dominance was in jeopardy. The day the apps disappeared marked a turning point for the company. Facing this crisis, Huawei accelerated the launch of HarmonyOS, a new operating system for phones, tablets, watches, TVs, and even cars. HarmonyOS isn't just an Android clone, it's Huawei's vision for a seamless, interconnected ecosystem. Instead of Google Play, users get Huawei's app gallery, which is growing but still lacks major Google apps. Many users rely on third-party stores or tools like Gbox to run Google apps, but these workarounds are clunky and raise security concerns. For most people, setting up a phone shouldn't require hacks or sideloading. The experience, even with clever tricks, isn't as smooth as a device with native Google support. The big challenge: users want apps, but developers want users. A classic chicken and egg problem. In China, HarmonyOS thrives, but internationally, it's still catching up. Huawei is betting that its hardware and vision for a connected future will eventually win people over. But for now, the lack of Google remains a major hurdle. HarmonyOS is a bold move, but the road ahead is long. The loss of Google services hit Huawei's global smartphone sales hard, especially in Europe. Retailers hesitated, and consumers turned to brands like Samsung and Xiaomi for a familiar Android experience. Huawei pivoted, doubling down on its strengths in network infrastructure and 5G technology. The company is also pushing into laptops, wearables, and audio products, areas less dependent on Google. In smartphones, Huawei now focuses on ultra-premium and foldable devices and its massive home market in China. Internationally, the brand caters to loyalists and tech enthusiasts willing to live without Google. It's a survival strategy, keeping the brand alive while building a new foundation. Huawei is reinventing itself, one product at a time. The sanctions didn't just threaten phones, they put Huawei's entire tech stack at risk, including Windows on its laptops. Huawei responded by investing in HarmonyOS and Linux as alternatives, aiming for technological self-sufficiency. The goal: reduce reliance on American tech, from software to chips. It's a massive challenge, but it gives Huawei more control and resilience. Imagine a future where your Huawei phone, laptop, and tablet all run on a unified system, seamlessly connected. Huawei is building a third global ecosystem to rival Apple and Google. A bold, high-stakes gamble. Whether they'll succeed is uncertain, but they're determined to chart their own path. The journey to independence is underway, and Huawei isn't turning back.